Shalom, everyone. I hope that you're doing absolutely fantastic. Thanks for joining for a Just Because reading. If you are brand spanking new, welcome to this channel. I could come across a religious or churchy, real heavy at times, but I'm not at all. I do use living language in scripture, and I am contacting and walking with all the days of my life, Jehovah Elohim, who is my Yeshua, my salvation, and he's yours too if you're calling up on him. He's powerful here on my channels. He prophesies because he's faithful and he's true. He allows me to feel the energy in my reading, so sometimes it could come across really forceful, so please don't take that as I'm directing it at you. If you are finding yourself in that energy in a wicked type of a way and you just absolutely don't give a rip, you're not going to like me because it's going to be addressed. It really is. Jehovah is uprooting nastiness in the earth right now. And so his people are getting up and we are judging it at his command because vengeance is his. But he teaches our hands how to war, and we're getting rid of this crap. We don't want it on the earth anymore. We don't want no hate speech anymore. We don't want no jealousy anymore. We just don't want it. So we're not going to put up with it. So I don't put up with it here on my channel. So if you don't like that, see you later. Otherwise, welcome to this channel. Those of you who are returning, I appreciate you guys so much for being a part of this channel. I couldn't do it without you, and we need one another, right? And so thank you for being a part of it. Happy birthday, happy anniversary to those of you who are celebrating. And if there's a memorial of some type that has been a real sad and down type of energy around you, I send you love and light. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started with all that intro. Let's see what's going on. Thank you, Jehovah, for clear, defined messages. I just appreciate you so much for your truth and your loving kindness and your gentleness and how you teach us how to war against negative energies, and so that we can have a earth full of shalom, complete peace. Jehovah, bind, block, and rebuke all negative, dry, wicked, dark energies and forces right here, right now. I command for the truth to come to the surface, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Let's do a 10-card spread here. I haven't done that in a while. Let's see what we're going to talk about real quick. Jehovah, give me a subject that you would like to address in this reading. Thank you. The Three of Swords is here, and I've seen this today. And then we have the High Priestess. Well, we've got the other woman and third parties, and I will say, please go watch those videos down below for the Cardinal Fix and Mutable Sign. There were third parties everywhere, and we've been tracking this stuff. And there's been secrets, and there's been heartbreak, and it's huge. People really need to tap into their intuition and have patience on some things where healing is concerned. There's great sadness here about something that's going on, and that is a great sadness. That brings a destruction of people. It really, really does. Even if it's just third-party outside friendship stuff going on and people not being faithful where they should. I don't know where I want to put this at. So let me just put it over here because I'm going to just spread here. So obviously, you know, somebody needs to forgive or wouldn't forgive, and there's, you know, whatever the situation is, we're going to see what Jehovah wants to bring out here with this High Priestess energy. You know, water and air brings a hurricane, and obviously what I've seen on those readings, somebody was not freaking happy. You know, if you don't forgive people, there's only a time frame that you get from the divine, and then here comes a vengeance on that stuff. And somebody was literally involved in something where they just couldn't give it up or something like that, then there is great sadness, you know, with some situations. So we do, the Two of Cups did show itself. Some people were forgiving, and but there was also outside third parties that were sad because their third party didn't work out for them, whatever that was, whether it be family or love affair or whatever. So the basis of what we are talking about is either forgiving or making a decision or making up or something like that. So, Jehovah, you just cut this. Somebody really tried to use their intuition as well, how to work through a forgiveness, because that's hard when there have been third parties, whatever the third party was about. So the moon is here in the past position. Well, we see it here with the High Priestess energy. In the now, we see either you turn around, taking the cups. This goes either way, or you're bitter and crying over spilt milk. The top of the mind is a bunch of freaking people fighting. Oh, excuse me. that this is the Seven of Wands in this deck, but it has the feel of the Five of Wands in the Rider-Waite. This, somebody blocking something up in their head, something like that is going on with other people, knowing about the blocking and why the blocking was occurring in the first place. If there's been third parties, it's known, because the cups are falling over here, people. They're just falling over. It's known at the top of the mind about the groups, about the other people. All right, and I'm saying that because of what came out in those readings. What was in the hidden was groups. So it's not that hidden, whatever the thing was. So in the very near future, those three cups are either going to be repaired, or that's the groups coming after some type of a situation, people. People are concerned about manipulation or healing something. This is a healer with the Queen of Cups in the upright. But in the negative, this is a very big manipulator energy, which would take you right back to the moon energy of where the secret's in the third party. The other woman is here. All right, so they're concerned about healing, or a mother, or a nursing type energy here, because it's known at the top of the mind about these groups and the social stuff that's here. How are people going to see this? As the broken heart? Well, we got twice. It also is being shown here. They're going to see it as something sharp that's happened, taken out of the heart to heal something. Okay. What's in the heart is a decision or a consequence about a decision. Look, people, you're going to be led forth by your snake, and all you want is just to take. There's a consequence there's known in the heart, and the heart is here, and the heart is here. The outcome is somebody rising up, people, and this is just like boom. If you ain't going to forgive, you ain't going to be forgiven, because there's groups here about something that's happened with third-party situations known about, people. It really is coming out here in a very huge way. Let's go another round. So somebody had an opportunity to take this cup for some of you all and did not give a rip to pour it on the ground. They just did it. They just did it. Some people are taking this cup and they're going to heal these three cups down here, because it's showing here a celebration. We'll see what unfolds here as we go. So the basis is, something was dry and desolate here. The cloud, I always bring out the internet cloud here. With that, the star is at the bottom. Something's guided regardless. So we have the King of Swords in the past position with the deception energy. So somebody was cold as ice and wasn't nice, and something was hidden and deceptive within three people. The overall energy is another woman. This can be a surgeon, a doctor, a lawyer, a judge. If it's in the negative, people, obviously we got groups and things like that going on. So whatever the third party was, if the other person was just somebody in some type of a issue, because not everybody's dealing with that crap, but it is going on. It is, and this your soulmates here showing up here. This was your soulmates here. It's a shame that your soulmates would pour out something that's come straight from the heavens. But what if this was your ex, and your in-laws were involved in some things or something like that? I could read it like that as well. But there were secrets around a mother and children. The concern is also a mother energy here, which is there's just deception here with this King of Swords energy set next to it. There's a bunch of people involved in some stuff, and in the right now moment, there's bitterness, or somebody is turning around taking the cups. The Seven of Pentacles, somebody's taking from the tree and walking off with their little gift or something there from the family tree, and there's a hoe right there as well that is carrying, and he's actually going off to work on something. The Eight of Pentacles would be next, is actually he's harvested something and moving forward, right? And so even if these groups are going to take care of something that was nasty, if this person's nasty in the past, these groups then are out here to help the situation. I'm going to read it that way, people. I just am. Because people ain't going to get away with their bitterness. So we know what the scripture says. We got people that can stand up even against groups, even if you did the dirty and you made something right and groups are coming against you. Jehovah will protect you within that, especially if it's your family starting some nasty and they're trying to hide something within a situation that's taking place. I mean, somebody's literally, I point this out here all the time, somebody literally turned their back on somebody who's literally drowning here. And it's like, I don't care. And they're cloaked in darkness because somebody's just been freaking bitter with this situation. I don't want to get it. I don't want to get it. But somebody been waiting. This is a waiting card. It's known at the top of the mind. There's 2 sevens here. 77 is a fortune. Somebody been waiting on some type of fortune, but they know that there's some type of blockage in the mind or something here with the 7 of Wands. There's a victory though for somebody if you're the one getting the raw end of some stupid who's got other people turned against you for whatever the situation is. People do know about it. They know about the blockage. They know about the victory here. That's why the ending of this thing is showing somebody's going to rise up just as fierce to put something down here. So it's known about the Queen of Pentacles. There's 2 queens and a king here. Or a divorcee, or 2 sisters and a brother, or sister-in-law's brother-in-law, whatever this is that you have to look at. We got family tree going on, or cousins, or what. There's a bunch of people here. There's a group here of people. It's known at the top of the mind. The Queen of Pentacles in the negative. She's jealous. She don't care. She's greedy. She's full of just nastiness. In the positive of that, she's giving. She's kind. She's gentle. She's always producing something here. So there is fortune energy here. It's known at the top of the mind. Somebody's also able to take a pentacle, work it as well, and heal something. So whatever there's gossipy stuff in the very near future about something. There's decisions, and there are people that are in unity about this third party stuff that's taken place. They're very passionate about whatever the decision is, being at a crossroad. They're looking at one another, holding the world in their hand, and there is going to be a decision. There's a celebration here within this decision. The 5 of Pentacles, somebody is concerned about this Queen of Cups and being thrown out, or the forgiveness from what's ever taken place back here, of feeling left out in the cold. There's some insecurity around this energy with a mother or a nurse or something that's been manipulated. Organization is found here as well. People will see this though as a heart that's been pierced but is being bound up, binding up the broken heart from those 3 swords that tore it apart. They're going to see it as something about being reliable or not, depending on who I'm talking to at any given person. That's a reliability card. Going slow. Let's take things slow. Let's heal this heart because I know you've been hurt. So this family, we are seeing 1, 2, 3, 4 people here at least. And there's 3 people. There's a lot of people involved. We'll see it. And somebody's going to see that something that needs to go slow to heal something. In the heart, there's a love decision here, but there's some type of consequence, or there's some type of creativity around this love connection or decision. Okay, there's also people supposed to be in your life, and it's a blessed union, but if somebody in the mix don't like that, there's consequence for them. Somebody's got a bunch of fortune that they've been harvesting from the tree because of freaking bitterness from an ex or something to do with this King of Swords out here, this cold as ice, just I don't care, slice. There's the deception and something emotional around that King of Swords energy, and it's known in the heart about the money or the decision that was made that was a consequence to something, okay? Because they harvested something out of bitterness. Obviously, somebody was freaking bitter for some of you all. The outcome is large sums of money and a commitment and inheritances and stuff like that. Because you are going to get everything back that the enemy stole from you. You are something very much known, and there's healing here with the star energy. You could be dealing with somebody in the spotlight. Something's guided though with that. That's bad luck in the negative. That's Lucifer in the negative. Let's take some cards here. We have honor thy mother and thy father. So we do have family energies here. And with long life, that's where we get the first promise. And I did a reading yesterday, and this energy was coming up with mothers and fathers and children not honoring. And we had a little child there with some dragon energy around them. Okay, because the scripture said if you steal from your parents, you become a friend to a destroyer. And somebody's gotten destroyed with this situation. They just didn't care. They took a cup, they poured it out, and there was some type of cold as ice. I don't care. There's a deception. It broke a heart. There was secrets around it. And now somebody's having to really use their intuition how to heal something. For those of you who are turning around and healing something, there's a decision in the very near future. And there's a unity within that. Where your soulmates are, or where people, groups or something in the upright are supporting somebody here. Okay? A fallen being in the earth. Well, we know that we are entertaining angels unaware. And if this is a fallen being, then the stars have fallen. We have scriptures that talk about that. Okay, let me say that when I did the readings for the Libra season for the Libras in that season, that fallen being came out, and I turned around and did another reading for Libra energy. It came out again. We do have air energy here. Okay, now whether it's a Libra, some people it was a Libra dealing with somebody who was fallen. They look like us people, but they're not. They're fallen from grace. They didn't want to forgive. They're out of here. They're twice dead. The scripture talks about that, like I always talk about on this channel. But that energy was there. We do have this here. And then some of you all are dealing with a Libra who is fallen, and it was a Libra for some people. But we got Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius out here. Aquarius is there. A Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo is here. Gemini is there. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius is also in the outcome there as well. And Pisces, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius is the overall energy here showing up. So anyway, there's a fallen being in a situation. If they're in the industry and they sign their soul away, then they're detached. That's a very detached energy there. Thus saith Jehovah, everything in the dark will come to the light. Yes, it will. There's something's come to the light, and it's known about all these groups or people or the fight and the hoe and whatever's taking place here with your parents, okay, your mother and father, and the situation here. It's come to the light. Somebody's in love with you. Somebody is in love with you, and there is a guided relationship. So if your family was just in the way of a connection, and trying to stop something because they were fallen, because the devil knows his time is short, then I can read it that way, and I will, because that's scripture. Someone who sings karaoke is here, and something about the postal service is here as well. Somebody has been secretly communicating back and forth in a very physical way. Delay, suspense, and opposition has been here. Well, of course it has. We have a new home, a new family, and some people walked away because of third parties, and then something took off from that because the ex was crazy. All right, within a situation, something really just happened in a very bad way because they were crying over spilt milk, and they got other people involved in some crap. Jehovah says that if you don't do it today, that it's going to cost your family, and some of that was past. Some of that is, if you don't forgive, it's going to cost your family, because we are seeing somebody rise up here, and there's inheritance attached to that. You can lose your life, you can lose whatever. You don't forgive, you're not going to be forgiven, you'll be fallen. And Jehovah's bringing this out. Some people had that chance and they missed it, and they went kook. And but now there's something here that they're going to be taken out, because we know that the wicked get cut out of the earth, is what Scripture says. Let's see what's hidden in this situation. Known in the heart that there's a consequence to a choice that's being made. There's two choice cards there. And yet there's a choice there that's blessed with the union. Okay? There's a commitment with the Ten of Pentacles. And somebody rising up and going to slice the one who's been that way. Then that's what's going on, because there's a fallen being in there. And that's craziness to act that way. It's craziness to be stubborn and get a group of people and get somebody who's in the truth. This Seven of Wands is a truth card. It's this person being able to stand up here and fight against all this party down here because they stand in the truth. You can't do that without Jehovah being on your side. This is a spiritual card. It really is. And 7 is a secret truth, okay? And somebody knows about some type of situation where love affairs and things like that happen. Somebody got pregnant. There's a rabbit there as well, and rabbits will breed and all kinds of stuff. And somebody's bred a bunch of people around the situation. Is known, though, in the mind. It is, and people are in unity. They are. There's a this is beautiful in the very near future. Of this Queen of Cups is that manipulator, then the concern is maybe that Queen of Cups is concerned, because what's known now about top of the mind were pentacles, and somebody's the other woman or something like that was involved with groups in the situation. There's somebody freaking falling here and rode that way. Show me what's hidden. Yeah, there's a love him, leave him. You can't trust this person. Somebody is in a hidden place. They could wear a uniform. They could be in the service. Okay, if this card talks about somebody, you cannot trust this person, and it's in the hidden. It's in the hidden. We have the room, and this is letting people into your space here. But somebody is a servant to something here. All right, it could be a maid. It could be just an employee. This could be an employee card. But there's third parties for people. Overall energy is the other woman energy. It could be male or female. It doesn't matter. Or there's somebody in your family. The soulmate is here. Could be a maid or a cleaner or somebody who serves or something like that. But this is the servant card. And somebody is under this card right here with the soldier. It talks about, somebody, obviously, if this is someone who wears a uniform, and this is a uniform person as well, this goes back to authority or something formal, though. Somebody who is like disciplined in your life as well. But it's a love him and leave him type of energy, and there's been a third party situation that's gone on here, and somebody in the past, their ex was ticked or pissed about that, and there's been a deception around that, or there's some type of real sharp energy here with that stuff. Somebody just literally fell from what they had, apparently, because of a love and leave him stuff. But this is what's hidden. It says to beware of this person with this card when we get it. Well, there's hostile people. There's somebody hostile. This is a fly off the handle kind of energy. Look, people, somebody is ticked because somebody was messing around with third party stuff, and some people are unwilling to forgive and they've fallen from grace, but they're attacking. Okay, because when you mess with somebody's stuff or something like that, we got large sums of money's involved in some stuff. We've got people who are a hoe. We've got people who've just been in bitterness and I don't care, but yet somebody is in the upright here. Is somebody going to finally to be taken down because of their hostile stuff? Then the person around the hostile person, you're going to be able to trust them either, because they're going to be taken down. If you're in the upright, somebody is going to come against this person that's fallen, take them out. And so if you're the person who you can't be trusted, you're reaping what you sow, because that's exactly what this is. Don't you know? So go ahead, rise up. Somebody fix it to rise up on your butt and do the same thing, because you're reaping what you sow. Because you wouldn't forgive. Jehovah's also showing, well, you're not going to be able to trust me either, because this somebody who's under control of something is going to take control now. It really is showing that. So your little hostile stuff, there's hostile stuff around you. It's got to get that way to get you out, because there's an ending here. There really is. That's huge, people. That's really huge. So exactly what I was saying, I think I was saying at the top of this video, go down before you watch the cardinal fixed and mutable sign readings. And what I was talking about, third parties, I addressed it. And so you really need to pay attention this week what's around you, because there's a lot of stuff coming to the surface about some things, and things are known, and some people are hostile about what's known. And some people have taken people's projects and things like that and try to hide it. They're hostile because they know that they're caught. And some of these people are in the public eye, and they called things their own, and they weren't. Now people are like, what in the world? And some people ticked. And it just is that way, people. It just is that way. And it's time for upright people to get up and show the wicked what it feels like. That you can't trust. You go, okay, you don't want to trust me? You be around me and I can't trust you? Well, you ain't going to trust me either. We're going to take you out because you're dead. You're twice dead. And that's what's happening here. That's really what's happening here. That's what Jehovah's showing. They're going to be taken out. So, and we got soldiers involved in it to do what they got to do. Thank you for your service. Shalom.